Hello, my wonderful people. I don't land again with another bonga gist. Una know wetin dey happen now. I don't dey observe and na big problem. The gist now be say una don't observe or una never dey wonder why be say APC people anytime they come national television to defend the government, they go just dey make fool of themselves. Una know say Kenneth Okonkwo once said it. He say anytime this government, the people APC government, they come to defend themselves on national television, they end up making fool of themselves. I think say maybe they play or they joke. Until of recent, I can't observe them and they see them. I can't wonder why are they always shivering? Why are they always coming out to make fool of themselves? I find out that maybe it's just because they are trying to defend what is not there. In case una no know or una dey feel say I just dey talk am, or may make I drop evidence for una. No be one, no be two, no be three. Some of them they even end up to lie. As in lie. Man, no worry. Now, the things I want drop Reno. Oh, yes, I know now waiting there your mind. I don't want drop Reno. Because if I drop Reno, that one another case study. So, guys, let me just drop this reaction. Help me to choke mouth inside this matter when I bring your domot. So, I would like to hear them. Thank you very much. And I beg, also help me to like this video. Make YouTube for still recommend them to others, and also help me to share them because I really want to know the reason why APC people did like to fool themselves once they come national television. Thank you very much as you enjoy the rest of the show. Bye bye.
I have many issues to ask you, Mr. Agbakai. As we speak today,
yes.
If anybody say they will form a parallel government, what should they do to the person?
Well, you know, we are running a presidential system of government.
Yeah.
I don't think, that is proper to start, doing a parallel government that was suggested earlier. Yes. Okay. That was suggested by, what's the name of this popular economist from Delta?
Yeah.
He suggested it sometime. He suggested it sometime 2 or 3 months ago.
No, he called it a shadow government.
It is very disingenuous.
Okay, he calls it a shadow. See,
it's similar.
Okay,
it's similar.
If anybody talks about a parallel government, I think they should be rebuked and condemned, right? We should rebuke and condemn anybody that
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you know your party, APC, said they will form a parallel government if they didn't win the 2015 elections?
Well, it depends on who talked about it and the circumstances. As I speak to you now, I don't really understand the circumstances for that particular statement. Yes.
I'll tell you. In an interview with Shewo Kibaloye, my friend and my brother, on Channels TV, a professor of law, the vice presidential candidate of the APC then, Professor Oshibajo, was asked about the talk about APC, they will form a parallel government, and he defended it. So your vice presidential candidate, and these are facts, was on TV defending a parallel government. So when you are abusing El Rufai today, that they say if they don't win in 2027, they will form a parallel government, Nigeria will go up in flame. Didn't your party set the tone for things like that, Mr. Agbakai? Because we both agree that anybody that talks about forming a parallel government should be fought, should be brought down. But your party was even the one that opened our eyes to talk about forming a parallel government if they don't win. So what should we do to your party? You will tell us that later. Second point, Mr. Agbakai. You also said that when President Tinubu got in, inflation was over 40%, right?
Yes.
Where did you get that data from?
Well, it's a data that is already in the news media. It's in the news. It's not a hidden. It's a public document. Google it. You'll find it. That was the case then. But like we speak,
Mr. Agbakai, inflation rate in Nigeria.
Yes.
Was 22.41% in May 2023.
Hello, Chief Agbakai. We already examined.
No, I'm talking about 2020. I'm talking about 2022. I mean, currently, it's 22.22%, which is reasonable.
No, wait. You said when President Tinubu came in, inflation was 40%. Inflation was 20.
Prior to
22.41%.
Prior to President Tinubu coming in.
No, you said when President Tinubu came in, inflation was 40%. Inflation was 22.41%.
Okay, maybe
then
I missed.
It went up to over 30%. Then inflation did not really come down. No. What they did was that they changed the way, the parameters, the base at which they calculated inflation, and there was a drop in the number because they changed the parameter. So those are the facts on ground. Dr. Abati, over to you.
You know, we established that you are a pro-Tinubu person.
Yes.
So in war, everything is fair as in love. So anything you say to support President Tinubu, we see it from that prism. At least I see it from that prism. However, what do you think of the president's chances in 2027? Now, I asked you about the Southeast. What are his chances there? You didn't quite answer that question. 2, now we are being told that President Jonathan, you know, some people are saying he's going to be thrown into the loop. And it looks like, well, having done one term before, he will probably be the best proposition for certain, you know, sections of the country. 3, we also hear that some people, even within the PDP, are talking about Peter Obi being the best proposition. Now, it looks like 2027 is not going to be easy. So forget about all this, President Tinubu has done this, he has done that. How is he going to deal with these basic political challenges? You are free to say these challenges don't exist.
Okay.
But don't just say it in a formulaic manner.
You know,
I want analysis.
Dr. Abati, I've said it earlier, politics is very dynamic, and we are looking at a year and a half from today. And we already know that there are about 3 or 4 major political parties that will be vying for this presidency. President Jonathan is a good man. He can come to PDP and contest. APC is waiting. Peter Obi is a very good man. He can come to Labour Party or ADC and contest. The same thing is applicable with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. APC is waiting. You know, but you have to understand that in politics, we are talking of the track record of the present. Is a major variable also in the Southeast is the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. That is a major variable that will also determine the election in the Southeast. And I'm quite sure that as time goes on, our president is a father figure who understands the intricacies and underpinnings of politics and governance.
Okay, on that note, thank you very much, Chief.
You know, to always, the job of the opposition is to, go against the government and, call out some of the cracks and loopholes that are there in the government. But we were not a destructive opposition. Our opposition to the government of the day was not as though the country should burn down because we were not the ones running it. So it's not the same thing at all. But to put a fine point on it, we are making this summit not just a central Abuja thing. We are making it, to several regions, several states, to discuss these crucial matters. And we believe and we hope that, other parties are doing the same. We can all, ensure that we have a more civil online political discourse if the way our party and the way our government has taken it upon themselves to ensure that there's a reorientation in the way that we communicate and address ourselves online. And if the coalition, the obedience movement, the PDP, every other one of them can have this retrospection. We can see a more sane political atmosphere online as we head into 2027 and beyond. And for us, it's not even just about elections alone. It is important that beyond elections, we need to be able to continue to have a country that we can call home, because there's no place like home. There's nowhere you want to, travel to, no matter how beautiful or exotic the place is. Nigeria would always be our first home. And my appeal, to many of our young people is, while you have your right, I get insulted all the time on social media. I do not have a problem with it. I see it as part of my job. But I do not think that it should become a part and parcel of our identity.
Right.
It should be a part and parcel of who we are. We are much more better than this. And I believe that if the other political parties are able to take a leaf from what we have done and have a conversation with their supporters, like the former candidate of presidential candidate of the Labour Party, can have a conversation with the obedient to tone down a little bit on the bigotry, the same way we are doing with our summit. It will go a long way in ensuring that we are able to actually present to the Nigerian people, when the time comes, the crucial points we want to make to our country, not insults, bitterness, ethnic bigotry and all of that.
Well, Mr.
On the presidency side, we will not, and we have never endorsed ethnic bigotry, and we will continue to push and ensure, educate our people to stay clear from such kind of thinking. Thank you.
And it's great to hear that.
Equipped and owned and funded by the state government 100%. Now, let's face it. The property of Edo State government is entrusted in the hand of Edo State governor. Right? So, if anyone, myself inclusive, and I believe you inclusive, if I go to Enugu State or Anambra State when Obi was governor, and I want to visit a government-owned facility like a nursing institution, it's a matter of decency and self-respect to say, I'll be be visiting not a private facility. That school is built, equipped, and owned and funded by the state government 100%.
What we know today as St. Philomena's Catholic Hospital began in a very modest way. Several events led the leaders of the church at the time to conceive the idea of building a safe and befitting place for antenatal and postnatal care with a view to reducing maternal and child mortality, which were prevalent at the time. This motivated the then Catholic Bishop of Benin City, Bishop P.J. Kelly, to establish a maternity home under the patronage of St. Philomena, patroness of love, kindness, and of progress. He placed the maternity under the care and administration of an active religious congregation, the Missionaries of Our Lady of Apostle.
Is it the same? Is it the same visit that we're seeing on the screen that you're referring to? And is the school authority also aware of this fatality that you speak to, or is only the government that is aware?
Obi, apart from going to that school, went to other places. He cannot just go to that school and go like that. When Obi comes to a place, there is another place he can go to. There are other places. People are waiting for him.
But
people along the road and all.
Okay, this stampede you speak to, was it at this visit or another visit? Just to be clear again.
No, this July 7th. That's why he has been visiting now, and the governor has not taken it serious. It's because of this incident. And he does not want casualties in the state. He's a man of peace, and he's given to civility.
At the risk of seeming to overflog the issue, are you saying that it was as a result of the visit to the School of Nursing or to other places? Where exactly did this stampede?
His visit was not only School of Nursing. They are just hiding fast from you people.
And so where exactly did this stampede happen? Where exactly did it happen in Edo State?
You said?
Where exactly did this stampede happen in Edo State?
In Benin, they took some of them to the hospital. And they are in Benin. They couldn't have taken anybody from Ekboma to Benin now.
Honorable Hambamo, you are not answering the question directly. Where exactly, which location in Benin did the stampede happen?
I did not follow know Peter Obi in the itinerary to where he followed. But I know that was what happened. I was even supposed to address the press on it. They say, don't panic the public.
So
you know?
Well, Commissioner.
Peter Obi knows all this.
Well,
Peter
these are
Obi
facts.
knows all this.
These
some
details.
We are taking.
Okay, go on.
You said? Some we are taking. It saw some being taken away. When you stampede, people will step on human beings.
Unfortunately, these are the people on social media, Twitter, X, writing and saying Peter Obi is not intelligent. This one is not intelligent. These are the same people. These are they. As you say, you want come. Three statement. 2 million. That's even by the way. Now, the problem is the reason why the APC has become unrelentless and become very restless in the last couple of weeks or months is that they've now seen toe-to-toe, head-to-head, fist-for-fist reactions to the ethnic bigotry that they have been selling on social media. Olusegun Dada, right, is the special advisor to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on new media. This same person now trying to now de-sell a narrative on public in the public space, and they're privately planning how to cook up ethnic narrative and bigotry, because they have been in Aso Villa in the last couple of days, all through the weekend, where they have been they're having progressive, I don't know what they are progressive about, new media summit, where they have packed all bigots from across the country together into Aso Villa to come and empower them and re-energize them for the new line of action to ensure that bigotry is extended. And these are the kind of people that create bot accounts and rename it to Igbo names, to other tribal names, so that they can sell a narrative and say even their tribal person said so. These are the kind of people. This same person, while President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was in power as president, this same person was in charge. I said PC is a cult group, it's a terrorist organization. This guy had the guts to release the phone number of a sitting president. There is no way he would have ever have that phone number. It meant it was released to him by an hierarchy in his party. He released the phone number. This same person joined hands to say Jonathan Haram. They put coffin on people's head and said it was Jonathan's coffin, Goodluck Jonathan's, a sitting president. This same person was part and parcel of the army that called for the head of Jonathan. They said he should die. And I'm not saying this. Go and Google it. Go and check all of his tweets that were released at those times. This guy, this Olusegun Dada is not coming to we should, because they are see. I'm telling you, anybody that tells the obedience group, because that's the only group now that is served. And like I said a couple of days ago, so many persons now have kept quiet. They are not campaigning. They are waiting for dollars to be shared so they can come on primary and win elections. There have been a group that have held Nigeria bound, that have been seeking to ensure that there is a Nigeria at all that will, if not be obedient as it was Peter Obi. I'm sure that there will not be in Nigeria in 2027. So give credit to that group, even if you have disagreement or so many things. Give credit to those people that have been on the ground ensuring that there is a Nigeria. We are challenging policies and challenging programs. We are getting back at them. We are reviewing work. We are the one bringing international limelight to all of the nonsense that Tinubu is doing. The revolution that is saying, we want to. They are always strong behind key parts. Give them microphone enough it. This big God, there is nothing in their head. Only maggot infested earthworms. That bigotry has taken 99% of it. Cannot even communicate. As much as communication is not the only thing. But these guys, if you go on interview that they want going to analyze, it's not, you see yourself now. And now you are a special advisor to the president on new media. Or nothing specific to say. We are well. Let me tell you, don't deceive yourself. We don't need to have intel of what has been planned. You have no plans. It's not when the president have done well that you are going to expect new media to project. It's when there is a master plan for political campaign that you have to do a strategy. The strategy is bigotry. Continue to de-sell. Keyamo started it yesterday when he said that Peter Obi cannot penetrate the north. And that's the only reason. Not because the man is not qualified. It is this that you guys are majored in. Peter Obi cannot penetrate the north. That's the only reason he cannot be president. Not because Tinubu has done well and Peter Obi cannot replace him. Not because Peter Obi is not qualified, but he cannot penetrate. That is what you guys are selling. But we will disappoint you in 2027. Nigeria, we will take it from this group, this cult-like terrorists. And those of you in comment section, this is who you are. Nothing special, nothing exceptional. Come if you want, come up from my front. Agbaya, comrade, commissioner, idiots. And they will talk to these nincompoops, they will be speaking English everywhere. You are here telling us that fire for fire, ready? Tell your group we are ready. Anywhere you want to be, maybe.